There's a ton of different ways to perform isometric exercises. Towels, doors. Today we're gonna take a page out of Charles Atlas's book, talk about self-resistance. We're gonna cover 17 different exercises to fully encompass the body. Let's get into it. First on our agenda is our press from high position. Hold our hands interlinked above our head. Brace yourself, so tighten up your core. Once we're set, press the hands together with maximum force for about 6 to 8 seconds. Make sure you're breathing naturally throughout the entire exercise. This is going to work the shoulders and the biceps. The biceps is the synergist muscle here. Transitioning to the middle, same thing. Hold our hands interlinked in front of us this time instead of above our head. Brace your core again. Once we're set, press the hands together with maximum force for 6 to 8 seconds. Breathe naturally throughout the entire exercise. This is going to now work the chest and biceps simply by moving from overhead to in front of our chest. Lastly, we're going to transition to low position. Same thing, hold our hands, but have them interlinked below our navel. Again, brace yourself. Once you're set, press the hands together with maximum force for 6 to 8 seconds, making sure to breathe naturally throughout the exercise. Do not hold your breath for any of these. This is going to work the chest and the biceps. Now transitioning to our pull from high position, hold your hands in a monkey grip position above your head. Brace yourself, brace your core, and once we're set, pull the hands apart. Try and pull your hands apart with maximum force for about 6 to 8 seconds. Again, breathing naturally. Do not hold your breath for these. This is going to work the lats, the triceps, and the grip. Transitioning to mid position, just like the push, now we're going to hold our hands in the middle, that monkey grip. Brace yourself and pull the hands apart with maximal force for 6 to 8 seconds, making sure to breathe naturally. This is going to work the upper back complex, triceps, and grip. Transitioning to our lower position, same thing with our monkey grip, but this time holding below our stomach or behind your back. Pull the hands apart with maximal force for 6 to 8 seconds. Breathe naturally throughout the exercise. This is going to work the traps, shoulders, triceps, and grip muscle. Now, if you are flexible, as you can see, I'm struggling here in this video, you can perform the rear press where you place your palms or fists together. I could not do that, so I had one palm open and the other as a fist behind my back. Our arms should be well bent. Brace yourself. Press the palms or fists together as hard as you can for 6 to 8 seconds. Breathe naturally. Now let's work the arms. We can get a curl and press here with our hands in front of our torso. We want to make sure that we place our palms together, the top palm facing down and the lowest palm facing up. Make sure that you're tightening up your core. Once we're set, press the hands together as hard as possible, trying to curl up with the lower palm and press down with the upper palm. Hold them for 6 to 8 seconds. Breathe naturally throughout the exercise. And the hold is completed. Reverse the arms and repeat. This is going to work the biceps on the lower arm and triceps on the upper arm. I really like that exercise because it's interchangeable. Core is everything. We've been bracing our core this whole time. Let's attack it directly. This is one of 2 self-resistance abdominal presses. The first one here, we bend forward, placing the palms on the knees. Brace yourself, and once we're set, press down hard on the knees. Here's the trick. Try to use mostly abdominal force, thinking of the arms only as struts to transmit that force. Hold this for 6 to 8 seconds and make sure that you're not holding your breath. This is going to work the abs, the hip flexors, the chest, and the triceps. For the second variation here, we're going to lie on the floor, bringing our knees up and bending forward, placing the palms on the knees. Again, tighten that core up, and once we're set, press forward on the knees. You are going to feel this almost immediately in your hip flexors. Try to use mostly abdominal force here. Again, thinking of the arms, they're only extensions to transmit that force. Don't use them as the primary movers. Hold this for 6 to 8 seconds and make sure to breathe naturally. Don't hold your breath. This is going to work the abdominals, hip flexors, chest, and triceps. Moving on to some lower body exercises, we're going to have our first thigh curl and press combination. There's 2 of these. This first version here, we're going to lie on our back, raising our knees up above our hips with the legs bent. We want to loop one ankle above the other and brace ourselves. Once we're set, push down hard with the top top leg while simultaneously pushing up hard with the lower leg. Hold this for 6 to 8 seconds. Make sure that we're breathing. Do not hold your breath. When it's completed, just switch legs and repeat it. This is going to work the quadriceps on the lower leg and the hamstrings on the upper leg. For the second variation, we're gonna lie prone on the floor. Bend your legs until the shins are approximately vertical. Loop one ankle behind the other and brace yourself. Once we're set, push back hard with the front leg while simultaneously pulling hard with the lower leg. Hold for 6 to 8 seconds, breathe, and then when you're done, switch the legs up and repeat. Now this time, the hamstrings on the rear leg are being worked and the quadriceps on the front leg are being worked. Now let's work those stabilizers. We're going to start with the thigh abductor hold. You need a chair for this, or on the ground, place your knees about a fist width apart. Your knees should be bent. Place your palms on the side of the knees and brace yourself. Once you're set, push in hard against the knees while simultaneously trying to open out your leg. If you've ever used this machine in the gym, this is essentially the hip abductor machine. Hold for 6 to 8 seconds and make sure you're breathing. This is going to work the abductors, chest, and biceps. For the adductor, now we're gonna have our hands inside our thigh and we're going to try and resist by pushing our legs toward our hand while our hands are resisting. Essentially the opposite of the exercise that we just did. This is going to work our thigh adductors, back, and triceps. Let's work our neck. There are 2 neck press exercises here that are absolutely fantastic. You're gonna feel these right away. One is for the posterior chain and one is for the anterior chain. This first one is posterior. We're gonna sit down like this with the back straight, cup the hands behind the neck and brace yourself. Once we're set, push your head back against your hands for about 6 to 8 seconds. Make sure that you are breathing. Avoid straining on any neck exercise. It's going to work the posterior neck. And now we'll move over to the anterior, where we're gonna place our palms, fingers spread on our forehead. Once we're set, push your head forward into your hands while resisting with your hands for 6 to 8 seconds. Again, avoid straining on any neck exercise. Is going to work the anterior chain. Now we can also get the lateral. Place the palm against your temple, brace yourself, and push your head sideways for 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat on the opposite side. Don't strain. This is going to work your lateral neck. Now, if you found this video valuable, you might want to check our playlist on Zero Tech Isometrics, which you can find right here.